Good day. Welcome back, y'all. I know it's been a while since I uploaded, probably about, I think I looked back and it was about 6 months ago. So it's that time of year again, and it's time for Race Wars. I thought I'd be in a different position this year, but after last year and all the struggles I had, I kind of just let the car, I just drove it and just kind of let it sit. And the reason I say that is because I was just going gangbusters, man. If you guys have been following the channel for a while now, you know that I put this car together quite quickly with the help of a lot of people. And we just went at it, went out first time out, it went a 960, so it was an awesome accomplishment, which by today's terms might not be that fast, but we are talking about a big old body, 4-door G8, still full interior, everything. Been watching, you know the deal. Everything still there. Even if we go up front, like I said, if you've been following along, you know the deal, but anybody new, still got everything up here. We had to move some things. We had to move the ECU and things like that. AC is still on the car. Still see it down there. Just don't have a belt on it because if you know anything, the single pulley setup does not work. You need to go to that dual setup. And after that first year running that 960, I started to struggle with this car. Put the 2200s in it, ran a 950 here at my local track for a private event, and then every single time that we went back down to Race Wars, I either spun or had issues, which ended up being ignition issues. And if you're watching, all came down to a plug wire pretty much. And ever since then, it's been pretty good. But I have struggled with this car, and everybody that knows power management is a huge deal. Once you start getting up there and you start to go faster, progress more, I should say. But everybody that I've looked up to or people that I race with have all said power management, power management, power management. And I knew that was the deal. This is still an HP Tuners car, and we've done as much as we could with the eBoost 2 controller. It's on a trans brake. It's got a bump. It's got all that stuff, but there's nothing really to control the boost other than me changing wastegates, and I do have it to where I can adjust boost on the fly with the paddle shifters. I did have those wired up, but I just started having ignition issues, and some people that I deal with, a lot of guys run a radial, which we tried this DR2, and we could not make it work down there. I'm not going to say it's a no prep, but it is a very hard track to get down for rear-wheel drive cars. And if we go over here, let's see my stack of tires. These ones, a good friend loaned me those when I did the suspension upgrade, because we did do AFCO coilovers, 15-inch conversion. Kind of see up in there, got all the bars, everything done there. But yeah, we used those for mock-up, and I can't really remember how it really went. I think I went down on a Mickey Thompson ET Street R and couldn't make that work. And those were actually used at the time. And then we come over here, we put the DR2s on the car brand new. We tried to make those work. Couldn't make them work no matter what. And then the car started breaking up. So at the end of last year, it became quite the chase with the July event where it was breaking up, and the last event in September where it was breaking up again. And I was also fighting other issues. I had a throttle body go bad. I ended up having to go from the 92. I put an 88 on it because that's what I could get at the time. And then I figured out that after that, the ignition issues, and then figured out it was a wire all along after I had gone through everything. And being the simplest of things, that's what happened. And after all that, I was like, man, I really gotta do something with this car. And most people that know me were suggesting I go Holley or Haltech. And a couple months ago, I purchased a full Haltech for the car. I'll put a picture up and kind of see what it all looks like laid out. And to be honest, when I bought that, it was middle of winter. So out here, as you can see, there is no insulation in my shop. The only thing is the roof. and quite cold with just a small heater over there and trying to run propane and stuff like that. And I had initially, if you followed the channel, built this car in this garage. Most of everything besides the fab work was done in here. All the fitment, everything, putting it all together, building from the short block up, everything out here, nose dripping, whatever, doing it, getting it done. I had the motivation to get it done. But this year I picked up the Haltech and it's literally sat, and I didn't want to do anything. I just didn't have the motivation. So fast forward to now. The car runs. It seems to run pretty well. And so I figured that I would go down to Racewars this year and I'd use this first event to get that motivation back and try to, get motivated to put this new system in the car. So fast forward to now, this is where we're at. So we pulled off the Hoosier DR2s, and then we went to, with a suggestion of many people, we went to a Hoosier 28 by 10.5, 15 CO7 this time. And before, on a 17, I had ran a DO6 is what I was on. And it worked probably better than any tire that's been on the car. But we're gonna try these guys, and I'm hoping that this tire is gonna be the trick, at least for what we're on now. HP tuners, trying to manage power, and hopefully we can do something. And the only other thing that is on my mind is this is the third year on this engine, on this transmission, and everything, and I over maintenance the heck out of it. I can't stress enough. I've watched several people yard their engines out and everything else in the time that I've had this car, and I luckily enough have not had to do so. And I have cut the filters open several times, the oil filter, and I found a bit of aluminum in there, but I haven't found bearing material yet. And so when we go down this weekend, it could be good or it could be bad. I don't know how this is gonna go, but I know that I have done again. Every time I go race, I change my transmission fluid, I change the oil, I change the plugs, and also now test my wires. And I'm going to bring more wires with me this time with extra plugs, which I always bring plugs. But yes, I'm hoping when we go down there this time, we have success. We have some sort of success, or at least a successful weekend, just having fun, and maybe it's more consistent, and we can get it back in the 9s and start creeping up on our goal with the car. And most people that know me, I know that I want to get this car in the 8s. Don't know if it's possible. Don't know if it's possible at Renegade during Racewars. It is a very hard track to get down. So we're going to try. Now, the question that I do have is, I have basically my spring set at 12 pounds. When I'm standing there at the light, if I'm going to be racing people, it's very hard for me to go into the first light, them go into the first light, and then I usually try to go in and then get on boost while they're going for the second light. Now, that time can differ quite a bit because they have 7 seconds to get in. Most of the time, people will go in right away, but if they don't, and I'm sitting there with the gate the way that it is now, it'll make 10, 11, 12 pounds of boost. Just sit, I mean, it'll make whatever. If I don't have it set just on gate, I've seen as much as 12. Let's just say, okay, we see 12. It'll just blow the tires off. I have not been able to leave on more than 7 pounds of boost up here at my home track on a decent prep. Down there, more like 4 to 6. So sitting there at the light, if it makes any more than that, I just blow the tires off. So what I'm forced with now is, do I put the 7-pound springs back in the car and then limit myself up top how much I can turn it up? Or do I just try to be smart on the light and leave the springs that are in it and just, like I said, try to be smart and go from there? You know, and that's one thing. I'm probably just going to bring the springs with me and change them at the track, since it is very simple with the wastegates that are on the car. It's very simple. If you look, obviously they're right up front, the right easy position, and get in there with a wrench. I can change the springs out quite quickly. That's where I'm at. So now we are maintenance, 2 days away from going down, and we've got to get the wheels put on the car. I've got to get everything greased up. I've already changed the transmission fluid, the oil, the plugs. I'm bringing another set of those, maybe even another set, depending on how it goes. But yeah, we got to finish greasing all the joints up, everything, and just doing everything I can to keep this car together, and hopefully it stays together. But yeah, I'm gonna get it back together. We're gonna put this 281050 on the car after I grease it all up. But yeah, sorry for the long explanation. Haven't been on here in a while. Also, thank you guys for the support. I see that my channel is growing, but slowly growing, but we're still growing. Every couple days, you know, a few more people follow the channel, and it's been great to be in this community too. I've been talking with people over the winter and always when I've built this car, and there's a lot of cool builds coming out, and a lot of cool builds that probably have watched other people and done things right. So let's get this thing going. What's up, y'all? We just got down to Yakima not too long ago. Pulled up to the Road Warrior. We got to get some E in the car. I forgot to get some before I left, but luckily I knew there was some down here. But I wasn't going to chance it. I was just going to get it in Spokane and then get a little bit more when I got down here, just in case the pump was closed, but it's open, so get some E. Got my buddy's sick ass truck, Duramax Tire Clinic. If you're local, hit them up. Wheels, tires, lift kits, vehicle maintenance, all that kind of stuff. He's even got used cars for sale. But yeah, we got the G8 on the trailer. Go get some E. Let's go see how much it is down here. Oh yeah, $3.25, bro. I'm used to paying like $5 a gallon where I live, so that's pretty badass. Let's get some fuel in this thing. You gotta press the button. Even though it's an only E85 pump, you still gotta press the button. Oh shit, there we go. Got them CO7s put on. Fresh. Should be ready to go. Got it kind of cleaned up. Need to give it another wipe down before we get over there tomorrow. All right, she was a little thirsty. $42 for a weekend of fun, hopefully. This truck, bro. Love this damn thing. Pulled like a dream. It's got power. Of course, he turned it down for me to tow, but he's trying to get me sold on one of these damn things, and I think I'm pretty much there. But I gotta grab my son. Guy came out, told me I could get a free fountain drink. Bro, you ready? Let's go get it. Hell yeah, so we're ready for tomorrow, and I'll catch up with you then. I'm sorry about the long video, just some talking, some BSing about everything beforehand, so I could just make a video, and whatever happens, happens. We're just down here to have fun, and hopefully see a bunch of cool people, and maybe some people will crack some PBs. We'll see what I can get on video, but until then, don't get sick. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. See y'all.